All right, I want to let you guys behind the curtain of censorship and propaganda. And before we do that, really quick, and look at these two documents here, I want to highlight some difficulties with working with this kind of stuff. It seemed like there was a difficulty getting to some of the archives because they were not giving me this particular year that I was looking for, and I wondered why. It might just be that I'm not very adept at working through Czech websites. That's always possible. Also, most of the free press stuff was in Czech. So I couldn't give you those things, but what I could give you was these two other documents, and so we'll look into one of them right now. So the one above me, I didn't give you guys an excerpt from this because I wanted to show you the actual document. You could just look straight at it. It says top secret and everything. This is from a defector from the Soviet Union in 1939. And this guy is telling us about what is going on during the time where he says, quote, there are 1 million people arrested during the last 2 or 3 years. If everything is as blissfully as officially declared, why is this so? And he says there are 30 death camps with a population of 1 million people in them. And you might be wondering how it is that they could have this concealed for so long. And the answer would be these propaganda and censorship arms. No one could talk except for who wanted to talk or who was allowed to talk. And who was allowed to talk? The people that either didn't know anything about what was going on or that wanted to conceal what was going on. And so you can kind of see the power to isolate people via information, the information they either have or they could never have. And this is relevant to our other document, which shows you, which is from a document that was circulated between certain members, higher up members of other Soviet satellite states, discussing the events in 1968. These are the people who are the heirs to that kind of power because the propaganda arm of the Soviet Union was very tight with a lot of these other propaganda arms in these other states. And so the people that we're discussing via this document here, they are the people whose power is maintained by censorship and by revoking these kinds of rights, free speech, freedom of press, etc. So let me just read this for you. Events hostile to socialism have penetrated the press organs. Remember, this is about Czechoslovakia, radio and television. With censorship now lifted under the slogan of the broad information for the public, they are highlighting unsavory features and deficiencies in various spheres of social life and prison life, as well as grave shortcomings in the military barracks. You're hearing directly from the lips, as much as that can be said, of the people whose very positions are threatened by freedom of speech and the freedom of press. This is very interesting to me, at least, because this is the Dr. Oz to your Dorothy. These are the ones who are in the halls of power. And we get to see the sheer agitation that freedom of speech causes the people who are in control of this huge mechanical government.